Good morning, this is what the new Toyota Camry could look like. It will certainly have an interesting design. And worse information for muscle car fans. The next generation of Charger and Challenger will be EV. Let's start. If you have more money, you could afford a restored 1988 Ferrari Testarossa, which will go on sale soon. This is a car that needs no introduction. Italian supercar produced from 1984 to 1996, replacing the Berlinetta Boxer in the portfolio. During the entire production period, over 9,000 orders were placed for it. Therefore, it enjoyed great popularity, which has not waned until today. The specimen on display is one of 390 models produced for the North American market. The exterior is finished in a rare shade of varnish called Marin Metallizzato. The car remained in the collection of its original owner until 2010 and then passed into new hands. In 2015, the vehicle received the Ferrari Classic certificate and won the Platinum Award at the Concours d'Elegance Cavallino Classic. The original owner opted for brown leather upholstery in the interior, and the dashboard was finished in black. At the moment, the expected amount obtained during the auction is between $150,000 and $225,000. This is still not the result of the 2014 auction. Then the item was the Testarossa 250 TR from 1957. This unique version was produced in only 33 copies, and each was designed for racing. Nearly $40 million was paid for the non-renewed version of the car. If you have any small change yet, maybe you should be interested in this Jaguar XJR15. That is a more interesting piece of cake. Counts the car was produced in the amount of only 50 examples, which makes Testarossa 250 TR mass car. If the appearance strongly look like McLaren F1, the convergence is not accidental. The lead stylist of the XJR15 was Peter Stevens, who was responsible of design's project of McLaren F1. Production of Jag ran from 1990 to 1992 and was succeeded by the Jaguar XJ220. This heavily restored example is expected to sell for $1.2 to $1.4 million next month. In terms of the car itself, it has many interesting facts. For example, the monocoque is made of carbon fiber, as in the Jaguar XJR9, which won Le Mans. It also features carbon body panels and the same suspension as the XJR9. Beneath the slim body is a 6-liter all-aluminium naturally aspirated V12 engine with a forged crankshaft and Cosworth connecting rods, aluminum pistons and a unique fuel delivery system with electronically controlled sequential fuel injection from Zytec. Jaguar built only 53 XJR15s, including 27 road-approved vehicles. This particular one is intended for public roads and is slightly different from the racing version. First of all, it has a 5-speed gearbox. In an era of rampant inflation, this is a nice way to invest your money. If we talk about extreme vehicles, Porsche presented the latest generation of the GT race car, the amazing 911 GT3 R. This model characterized by a larger engine, improved aerodynamics and optimized vehicle balance. The manufacturer wants the new model to be the most useful racing car of the 911 family to date. It's designed to compete in the GT3 category. That means it will be able to take part in the Le Mans 24 hours race for the first time in history. It's powered by a naturally aspirated 6-cylinder engine based on the 911 generation 992 engine. The main improvement is in displacement, which increased 5% from 3997 to 4194 cc. The extra size results of output power of 565 PS. The main reason for this change was to make power and torque ranges more suitable for a wider range of drivers of all experience levels. The engine is of course rearward, but it has been tilted forward 5 degrees to create more space for the rear diffuser. The power is handled by a 6-speed gearbox that has been adapted from the 911 GT3 Cup racing car. The paddles behind a steering wheel control the electronic shift drum actuator for fast and precise shifts. The suspension has also been modified. State-of-the-art double wishbones appeared at the front and a multi-link design at the rear. The shock absorbers are designed to be adjustable. As with the 911 RSR, the 911 GT3R also features a raised suspension that allows clean air to enter the diffuser and allows more downforce. The wheelbase has been lengthened to reduce the load on the rear tires. Almost all body panels are made of carbon fiber to save weight, while the wheel arches are made of aramid fibers. The Dodge Charger and Challenger are two of the most loved muscle cars, not only in America. Let's be honest, petrolheads don't have too much choice in this topic anymore. The group may include the Ford Mustang, however it's called from the beginning the pony car. Back to Dodge. Both of these models are considered cult thanks to their aggressive styling, affordable prices and powerful Hemi V8 engines. And although until recently it might seem that this American company will be one of the last to switch to electrification, the reality is different and inevitable. Motoring fans believed that the Dodge Ram 1500 competing with the Ford F-150 Lightning would be the first model to appear in the range as an electric version. Surprise! It seems that the Challenger and Charger in the electric version will appear in the first place. The electric drive system is intended to completely replace the legendary V8 fuel-hungry engine. The brand is to show the vehicle in the concept version in August, as well as other models. Undoubtedly, the change of the model is needed because the design of the mentioned Charger and Challenger is very outdated. Both models use the LX floor plate, which dates back to 2006. The question is how the brand intends to convince people that Dodge has mainly associated with crazy cars, such as Hellcat, Demon or Hellcat Day. The brand gives fans some hope by saying that the arrival of the electric floor platform does not mean the end of the combustion engine. A brand that historically has focused on creating the two-wheel sports vehicles and is now following a path that its fans do not want is Alfa Romeo. After the recent unveil of the highly anticipated tonneau, it announces a supercar and a large SUV. The manufacturer, however, is still trying to define what such a car should look like. It's not yet certain whether it will be a classic SUV or a raised vehicle with a sloping roofline. In the latter case, it would certainly use the floor platform of the new Peugeot 408 or Citroën C5X. In any case, of the main motivation the manufacturer is to conquer the American market. Rather, such a car would also appear in the European offer, but so far there is not much information on this subject. Since Alfa Romeo has become part of the Stellantis concern, the company's strategy has also changed. Now the brand is to produce mass cars and will not focus on niche sports variants. We still have to wait for more information. Finally, the next generation of Toyota Camry will be on the mark in the next few years. It's likely to be a pure hybrid powertrain car, but it will also be apparently available in a fully electric version. Let's not forget that it is the fifth best-selling car in the world and therefore very important for the Japanese manufacturer. Do you remember recently presented concepts called the Crown, and in particular one of them called Crown Sport? It's very possible that the new design language presented during the event will have a very strong impact on the appearance of future models of the brand. The renderings presented today show a car that has adopted a distinctive cut front apron with modern LED headlights and a 3-box sedan body. You can also see a modern rear light bar complete with a sharp bumper, as well as shiny black accents and a rear spoiler. As electrification progresses, the 9th generation of Toyota Camry is likely to be seated on the Georgia K platform while retaining the same wheelbase, although some reports says Toyota will want to increase the amount of space for passengers, which would require increased dimensions. As for the powertrains, the Japanese manufacturer will abandon the 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 and replace it with a 4-cylinder 2.4-liter turbo engine, producing approximately 265 PS and 430 Nm of torque. In the interior, on the dashboard, there will be a widescreen infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a voice assistant. There will be a digital cluster behind the wheel. We still have to wait for more information. Okay. That's everything for today. Will the F-Charger and Challenger meet the approval of petrolheads? Please leave a comment below. See you later.